Lowfalls Landing is one of the most useful boat ramps on the upper end of Lake Marion. When you launch here, you have easy access to the main river, Pax Flats, Elliots, and a lot of productive water in between. That location is the biggest reason people use this landing. The ramp itself is set up well. Lowfalls has 4 concrete launch lanes and 3 courtesy docks. The water at the ramp is usually deep enough for larger boats, including pontoons, deep V's, and center consoles. That deeper water makes launching easier. You normally do not have to back your truck far into shallow water or mud just to float the boat off the trailer. It also reduces the chance of dragging the hull, stirring up mud with the prop, or hitting something close to the ramp. The 3 docks give several boats room to load and unload at the same time. That helps during busy mornings, tournaments, and weekends. Although things can still back up when people wait until they are on the ramp to prepare the boat. Before backing down, have your drain plug installed, straps removed, gear loaded, and ropes ready. Do as much as possible in the staging area so you are not blocking a lane. Parking is where you need to plan ahead. The lot has 70 pull-through trailer spaces and several handicap spaces. There's very little room set aside for regular passenger vehicles without trailers. If someone is meeting you at the landing, it is usually better for them to ride with you or get dropped off. A single car parked in a long trailer space can take up parking away from somebody pulling a boat and can create problems when the lot gets busy. The facilities are basic. Do not count on finding a public restroom at this landing. Stop before you turn down the landing road, especially if you're bringing children or staying on the water all day. There are no guards or controlled gates at this lot. It is normally a busy landing, which helps, but you should still use common sense. Lock your truck, secure the trailer hitch, and keep valuable gear out of sight. Do not leave rods, electronics, tools, or tackles sitting where someone can easily see them through the windows. The ramp is easy to use. The route from the ramp to the open water is where you need to pay attention. When you leave the docks, idle through the basin and follow the cleared route. The area around the landing contains standing timber, submerged stumps, and old tree roots. Do not try to get on plane as soon as you leave the dock. Stay at idle until you are clearly inside the open channel. A stump sitting just below the surface can damage a propeller, lower unit, or hull. The water may look open even when there is timber underneath it. Farther out, the channel makes a noticeable turn through the timber. Stay with the established route and pay attention to your map, electronics, markers, and the path used by other boats. Moving too far away from the channel can put you over shallow water and submerge trees very quickly. This is not an area where you want to cut corners just to save a few seconds. After you clear the timber section, the route opens up and gives you access towards Pax Landing, Pax Flats, Elliots, and the river channel. Even in the clearer sections, keep watching for floating logs and pieces of timber. Wind and current can move debris into the travel lane, especially after storms or changing water conditions. You should also expect normal swamp wildlife. Alligators are in abundance. Snakes are in abundance. Insects and wasps are part of the area. Give wildlife room and watch overhanging limbs when you are moving through tight cover. Most problems can be avoided by slowing down and paying attention. One of the main reasons to launch at Lowfalls is the fishing access. The river channel near the landing is productive for blue catfish and flatheads, striper. Look for places where shallow flats drop into deeper water, especially around bends in the river. A good setup is to anchor above the drop and spread baits across several depths. Put some baits along the top of the ledge, some on the slope, some down in deeper water. This lets you find where the fish are holding, instead of placing every rod in the same depth. During warm weather and at night, catfish may move out of the deeper channel and into shallow flats to feed. Areas with 3 to 6 feet of water near deeper access can be worth fishing after dark. Cut bait around the edges of flats, cypress trees, and channel transitions can produce fish when they move shallow. The upper lake is also known for crappie. Crappie often hold close to submerged trees, trunks, root systems, and brush in deeper water. Use your electronics to locate fish before you stop. Once you find them, drop a jig or a live minnow close up to the cover. In many cases, the bait needs to stay close to the tree or brush instead of hanging several feet away from it. The edges of the navigation channel can also hold crappie. Brush and timber near deeper water give them a place to stay out of stronger current while remaining close to baitfish. For shellcracker, bluegill, and other panfish, look toward the shallower flats, cypress areas, sloughs, and protected pockets. During the spawn, search for firm bottom and small depressions in shallow water. Sometimes you can see the beds. Other times, you find them by slowly working an area until you start getting bites. Remember, shellcracker are breeding, they are spawning. So there will be a film on top of the water. There will also be a watermelon smell. A small bobber, light tackle, and a red worm placed close to the bottom is hard to beat for shellcracker. Fish around cypress knees, open pockets, and edges of vegetation. Lowfalls gives you access to a lot of different fishing without requiring a long boat ride. You can reach deep river water, shallow flats, timber, sloughs, and protected area from the same landing. That makes it useful for catfish, crappie, shellcracker, bluegill, and other species throughout the year. Lowfalls area is one of the best in the lake for bass. The main thing to remember is that Lowfalls is a good landing in an area that still requires caution. Prepare your boat before entering the ramp. There is a staging area. Plan for the parking situation. Idle through the timber. Stay in the cleared route. Watch for floating debris. And do not assume open-looking water is free of stumps. Take your time. Pay attention. And Lowfalls can put you close to some of the best fishing on the upper end of Lake Marion. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the water.